Good morning, traders. I'm Ricky Gaspard, and I've been trading since 1990. I'm also a ThinkScript coder. And we'll be watching this volume spike column this morning to see which stocks are spiking. Once we see a volume spike here, we will be confirming there's enough volume to get in and get out safely. And what I mean by enough volume, it means a high volume flow, not a number, just a good flow of volume. We're using the V4 indicator, and we'll be watching for these two moving averages. This is the 5 and the 13 EMA to cross over, these spike arrows to come in. We'll be watching these dominator master bars. We like to see tall green bars here. That means the volume and the buyers are coming in. We'll be watching this blessing indicator. This is a premium indicator. It's not available in ThinkorSwim. In fact, none of these are available in ThinkorSwim except for these moving averages. We like to see both of these lines above yellow, or at least pointing north and not south. Never trade off my screen. My screen is sometimes delayed. Delays can cost you money. I am not a financial advisor, so I strongly suggest you seek the help of a professional financial advisor before you make any trades. I am not that person, and I don't want to be responsible for your losses, so make sure you reach out to the proper authorities before you start making a trade. If you participate here every morning, you will see me demonstrate these indicators and how well they work. This morning, I'm testing this buy, hold, and sell column, and this little label you see right up here. The reason I put this label here, it's the same as this, but it's so that we're not stretching our eyeballs from one side of the screen to the other. We can just look right up here. So this is part of a bigger plan. This indicator, the colored candles and the scan will all be a package deal, and I'm still testing it. It'll be about another month or so, maybe less. Before I release it, I don't put anything out there unless it's heavily tested and I'm making money with it. We had a couple stocks moving this morning. MYMD and Acor was moving a little. We'll keep an eye on them. I also have some leftover stocks from yesterday. And that would be Mara and MDIA and UCAR and CADL. We have about 2 minutes to go yet, a minute and a half before the market opens. I'll be marking support and resistance levels so that we can play the pullbacks on these stocks. And a pullback would be something like this, but not this big of a red candle. When a stock moves up and starts reversing, I'll put a resistance level here. Then it pulls back down to here, and I'll put a support level. We try to plan our entries down here around support. Looks like MYMD is getting some power here now. We'll see if it does good at 6 o'clock. We had a very good morning yesterday. Let's see if we can keep the ball rolling. We had so many good stocks, I actually lost count. I don't know if it was 5 or 6, 6 or 7, 7 or 8. Was a very good Monday. Haven't seen a Monday like that in quite some time. All right, about 15 seconds to go. Good luck in your trading. I'll be posting them as I see them. Make sure your chart is on EXT or you won't get a trade in. Watching these dominator bars, I want to see tall green bars here for the buyers coming in. Just like that. Don't know how strong it's going to run. It had run up already before our market opened. It could just be hopes and dreams at this point. So we do have a level right here that we need to break through. We did break through it. Let's see if we retest 360. It's actually 370. See if we can hold 370 here. Watching the dominator bars to see if the buyers come back in to drive it up, and they do. Probably going to run into that 390 resistance if it goes any higher. Struggling to stay above 370. It had a previous run. I don't know if it's already ran out or not. Looks like it started about 4 this morning. And that's before the ThinkorSwim trading time. ACRV, my scans haven't refreshed yet. ACRV spiking up. Let's see if this is a pullback here. I'll mark this resistance level. Not a whole lot of volume here. May not be a good play. Let's see if other buyers find it and bring it back in. This would be resistance. Support. So we need to break through and run up. Really not enough volume to drive it up. We need high numbers right here, and we're not getting them. I like to see fast movement. Like if you're bringing it down, let's bounce it right back up, not sit there and play around on the bottom. My blessing indicators pointing south. Yeah, it looks like it burned all of its energy in that first green candle. But that doesn't mean other buyers won't eventually find it and drive it up more. The volume is picking up. There is 31,000 there now. Not liking the my blessing indicator pointing south. It is holding the 885 price level. That is a good sign. It's not dropping off yet. Possibility here. Kind of delayed reaction, trying to get back up there. We did eventually kick it. Let's see, we're not quite there. This is a trend indicator to my blessing. This would be the trend of the stock. This would be buyers and sellers. This would be the center point between the low and the high. We like to see both lines above the yellow. I want to see both of these indicators. This one's slightly pointing north or as north as it can get. And I want to see this one just really take off. This is a faster moving line. We did make it back up to resistance. Now we need to break through. And remember, we always plan our entry down here. We want to try to catch the bottoms. Don't buy up here, because the moment you do, then it pulls back, you get out, and then it runs up. So wait on this pullback. It's very powerful. Good job, YouTube. Did we break through the 935? Let's see if we do. The My Blessing indicator still pointing south. It's very weak, but it did make it back up there. And right back down to that support level. Not seeing anything else moving yet this morning. Maybe this one. Let's see what we got here. RVSN making a run up. Let's see if we get a pullback in this area. Watch for a long tail on the bottom of this candle. If this candle turns red and you see a long tail on the bottom, that means the buyers are buying it up. Right now, they're going to run it up some more. Would like to see a pullback on it of a few profit takers, and then everybody else finds it and drives it up even higher, and that's where we take our profits. Not giving me that pullback yet. The volume is pretty nice. If you look up here, we have great volume flow right here, driving it up even higher. If you're in this stock, take profits at the top of these candles, at least some profit, start locking it in. Don't risk losing it all on the next red candle. Pulling back down here. Let's see if we get a pullback. I'll mark it as I see it. Few profit takers, that's what I like to see for the next bounce up. I want to mark this as support. Let's see if we break through and push through that 197 higher. You'd have had to been pretty quick on that one. That one did pull back and shot right back up. That's the play we want to catch. Each time you get a tall green candle, take profits at the top of it, at least some. Still has very nice volume. It's probably going to go higher. $144,000 on this one candle. Pushing up for a new high, hopefully. Let's see if we get it, and we did. Let's go higher. Take profits. You're going to have to be pretty quick to take profits at the top of these candles. There appears to be a lot of sellers waiting on that green candle to shoot up. My blessing indicator now pointing south. The dominator bar is more red than it is green. Holding this price level, that's a good sign. Showing weakness. I see sellers coming in. I see a red line on the My Blessing indicator. This one may be over. So put this one in your watch list, your personal watch list, so you keep an eye on it. RVSN. MYMD, I see it here in my blessing scan, but it's been just jumping around. I'm pretty sure this one's already spent the energy. RVSN's right here. Good job, Robert Pro. I'm seeing the buyers trying to come in. We need to break that $1.95 level up there. Taller green bar and dominator. Need this line to turn around. Good job, YouTube. And here goes RVSN. They're going to push it up a little higher. Remember, take profits at the top of these candles. All right, the My Blessing indicator turned around to the green and pointing up. Let's see if we run up a little bit more here. Got a white arrow. Maybe hit a new high if we're lucky. There we go. That's what we want to see. Take profits at the top. At least sell some, lock something in. I'm watching all kind of monitors, NASCAR, but mainly focusing here. But I am, if I take a trade, I'm going to be watching a tick chart. I'm also watching the numbers here in level 2. When I see big numbers coming in, right, like you see here, that means they're going to drive it up a little more. They're building positions. You don't want to try to count these numbers. You just want to take notice of the bigger green numbers or bigger red numbers. Is there more groups of big green ones than red ones? That's what you need to figure out. There we go. It was 12,000, 13,000. You have to add 2 zeros to the end of these numbers. That would be the amount of shares. Good job, YouTube. Would like to see this line come above the moving average line and start running up. I'd like to see some taller green bars. We are weak right here. Good job, Douglas. This is the V4 indicator. It's free if you don't want to become a premium subscriber, join our Discord. The link is at the top of the chat window. And you can load this indicator for free. It has custom coding in it. And you can also have this pre-market scan for free. If you want to be a premium member, we have like 30 different scripts, 52 scans, 3 different people holding live streams during the day. Some of them are in the evening. Trading till 9:30 in the morning. This YouTube stream ends at 6:55. Then we continue over on Discord. This is a premium indicator down here. We only have one at the moment. It is not included with the premium membership. Seeing lots of sellers right here on these red bars in Dominator Master. We are going south. The trend is rolling over. So we may be pulling back down to this level, and it may turn around for another run up. That's not guaranteed. Just a possibility. I'm continually watching these numbers. I want to see these percentages rising. We haven't seen any yet other than this stock. ACRV. We were looking at this one earlier. It deserves a position in your private watch list. Keep track of all of these pre-market movers for possible plays throughout the morning and throughout the morning session in the regular market. You would have had to continually watch this stock. We were already on it one time this morning, but you would have had to continually watch it and wait for this to happen. It would have been a hard catch to just try to catch it when it was running. Some of them when they're moving, that's why you put them in a personal watch list so you can keep an eye on them. Going to be hard for us to get a play out of it now if you wasn't watching it earlier. Good job, Dusty. Possible pullback here. Let's see where it goes. I'd like to see it drop down a little more than just a little bit. Watch for a long wick on the bottom of this red candle. Let's see if that's a pullback. Now we need to bounce back up from 10 to 1035. I'm watching the dominator bar, green coming in. I'm also seeing very low volume, so the chances are slim. Looks like it's going to happen. Just remember, these support levels are always where you want to take your shot at it, not at the top of the green candles. Not enough volume to keep it up there. LASC making a run up. Pull back right here. Let's see if we can get a nice bounce up on this one. You see a long tail on the bottom of this candle. That means the buyers are buying it up and they're going to drive it up even higher. Hopefully this ain't a pump and dump. Long wick on the bottom. Let's see if we get the bounce up or down. Hopefully the buyers will come in and drive it up. Volume has died. Hopefully they'll find it here in a minute. I did buy the bottom of that red candle here. Didn't trust it any longer. Got out with a $50 gain. And then it goes up. I should have held on. All right, strike one. Still a gain, still green, no biggie. Nice run up. Was a nice pullback play. Take profits at the top of these candles. I was in it heavy. That's why I pulled out. I'll get the next one. I'm not a quitter. Hopefully a lot of you bought that one. Possible second pullback here. See if we can get this candle to close for a second try. Volume is picking up nicely. Watch for a long tail on the bottom of this candle. Let me zoom in a little bit better for you. Well, if it lets me. We could bust through here. Let's see what's going to happen. See if they push it up even higher. It's looking good on the dominator and the my blessing indicator. Are we going to get it? Looks like we played this stock many times. I have multiple lines on it. Still has nice volume. Still could run up at this point. Like they're going to push it up for a new high. There it is. It was just a bounce up and back down. Hopefully it'll get back up there if you bought into that and you can get a little more out of it. Good job, Yatu. Got to be quick this morning. It's like buy, exit. That's how bouncy they are. And you have to buy enough to make it work to click. Good job, Sam. Not too bad of a start for a Tuesday. You got to have fast fingers this morning to make any money. But at least we've had 2 stock plays. I'm going to clear out some of these old lines and start over. So right now we're playing in a zone from here to here. If it drops down below this zone, it's probably over. Next. So there's 243 of you watching, but I only have 53 likes. Do me a favor, hit the like button. Tells me you like what I do, helps me support these live streams. Keeps the ratings up if you hit the like button for me. Thank you, Suave. It's a team effort here. You help me, I help you. People post stocks, I post stocks. There's a lot of members in here, if you didn't know, and they're watching for stocks as well. There is a 5-minute delay in ThinkorSwim scans, and when their scan refreshes before mine, they post a stock pick. Or if mine refreshes before them, I post it. So it's not just me watching, it's members and it's me. And I thank each and every one of them for participating. Thank you, Nature Therapy Films. And every time I say your name, Nature Therapy Films, I'm promoting your company, right? Or your website. YouTube channel. I am all about nature. I love the outdoors. Watching these percentages, looking for anything that may start moving. I'm seeing green bars. They're getting shorter though. That means the volume is dying. But I do see a northward pointing blessing indicator. The trend is kind of laying flat right now, but that doesn't mean it's over. Running up a little bit. Now we do a pullback strategy here. Once it runs up, I will mark the resistance level when that candle stops climbing. Then when it pulls back, I'll mark a support level for the bounce back up. This is not a clean demonstration here. The play on this one was back here. When it first started, it ran up. Then it pulled back to this area somewhere. This is where you want to plan your entry for the bounce up. We don't chase green candles. We wait for profit takers, and then we jump in and ride it up the rest of the way. These indicators here just let me know it's moving and how fast. This is the volume bars down here. They let me know if there's buyers or sellers coming in. This is the blessing indicator. This one is the trend. This is the buyers and sellers. So I'm watching for a spike. It starts here. Then I see a crossover of these moving averages. Then I mark a resistance level and a support level. If I like it, I pull the plug, run it up and get out, take my profit. This morning, they're kind of bouncy. They maybe bring a little bit of confusion. A lot of times they're just smooth transitions from bottom to top. Thank you, outsider. Got a white arrow under this candle. Is this the time that it starts going back up? Want to see tall dominator bars? Right here. Breaking above 210. The buyers are getting excited again. Pushing it up a little higher. Tall dominator bar in green. Another green dominator bar coming in. Are we going to make it back to 230? If you entered in down here on this level or somewhere in here, I would be taking some profit. Probably most of it, because we're probably going to hit resistance at 230. We've already tested it. Now we're pulling back. Do we get the retest? We do get the retest to 230 again. Can we break through this 230? Let's see what happens. If it breaks through, it needs to close the candle above 230 to hold it. and hopefully not pull back down below it on the next candle. Otherwise, it's going to remain resistance and the price will pull back down. Looks like the run may be stopping right here at this 230 point. This would be the 7th time it's tested 230. So probably not going above it anytime soon. Seems like the market's calming down. Probably the next possibility of a run-up is going to be at the 7 a.m. time, at the top of the hour. Maybe some news will come out then and we get a couple more runners. Still trying to get above 230. This one's worth watching. It's bumping the bottom side of resistance. It may not be done yet. It wants to break through, just can't. Watching level 2, there is big numbers coming in on the level 2. You got to keep your eye here. Looks like it didn't make it. Pulling back down to 210. Buyers will give up soon and it'll drop. So LASE should be in your personal watch list if you haven't done so. Not seeing anything at the moment. Coming up to closing time on YouTube. I got about 2 minutes left. And we continue over on Discord on the premium side and make some more money over there. So I appreciate everybody who joined us on YouTube this morning. Hope you made a little bit of money. I made a little bit, but it's okay. I'll make some more. If I would have held on, I'd have had $1,000, but I pulled out of it. Onward through the fog next, please. All right, traders, I'll be here tomorrow at 5:55. Hope I see you then. Come make some money with me. Let's find some more winners. Click the mouse button, take a profit, and get out of it. I will see you guys tomorrow morning. God bless.